So just finished reading the Bible this morning, and I kind of want to share my devotion with you guys today. This could be a little series. Ooh, devotion sharing time. Yeah, the name doesn't really hit. Maybe I'll think of something cooler. Anyways, time to get back on track. So as I was doing my devotion this morning, I kind of received a revelation that many of us struggle with each and every day. And it's that God is giving us a choice. Obviously, we have choices every day, but in this particular story, there was a choice that the people were presented with. So if you want to open up your Bible with me, in particular, Matthew chapter 8, and it's a story of Jesus and the demon-possessed man. Now, I won't read through the whole story, but you can read along as I speak about it. But within the story, as Jesus was going to different towns, there was a town in which he encountered two demon-possessed men. And as these demon-possessed men encountered Jesus, they were shook to the core, as demons do when they encounter the Son of God. And they were so scared that they asked that Jesus may cast them to a herd of pigs, right? I'm not sure why. Maybe someone will let me know in the comments. But as Jesus casted them out to the herd of pigs, they ran off to a hillside and fell off into a lake and died. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Now, the thing I mainly wanted to focus on was verses 33 to 34, which is the reaction of the townspeople. Let me just pull it up for you guys. All right. It says there, the herdsmen fled to the nearby town, telling everyone what happened to the demon-possessed men. And the entire town came out to meet Jesus, but they begged him to go away and leave them alone. Now, as hindsight Andes and as Bible readers, we may be kind of confused with the reaction of the townspeople. You know, fair enough, maybe they were afraid, maybe they were unsure of who Jesus was, but as us who now know who Jesus is, we're kind of looking at them having pity that they missed out the opportunity of being able to have Jesus within their lives. And to me, it kind of felt like they were questioning themselves that, if we let Jesus into our town, what more are we going to lose? What more is he going to take from us? And is it even worth it? And obviously to us, we're kind of looking at them like, obviously it's worth it. Are you dumb? But in the grand scheme of things, their reaction was actually pretty valid, right? Because us who have these decisions daily of choosing Jesus over money, of choosing Jesus over working more hours, choosing Jesus over certain friends, certain family members, sometimes we choose the other things over Jesus. And sometimes we too are like the townspeople. And that's why, for me, it feels like God is giving us that choice of whatever this thing may be, or Jesus. And it's very interesting because there's a lot of people out there who want to pursue Jesus. There's a lot of people out there who want that relationship with him, but are unable to do so because they're afraid of what they're going to lose. They're afraid of leaving their comfort zone or where they're currently at. Like the townspeople, they're probably used to the demon-possessed men. They had restrictions in place. They had areas restricted. They were used to living their lives. But as soon as Jesus came in and changed everything, they don't want anything to do with that. And that's the same with people nowadays. You know, they see what Jesus can offer. They see what he can bring to the lives of people who follow him, but they don't want to give up what they already have. They don't want to give up their comfort. They don't want to give out their money. They don't want to lose out on certain people that they may have to let go. And even though they have an opportunity to encounter Jesus, they tell him to go away. And that's why as disciples, as us today watching this, we need to also be careful with the choices and the decisions that we make, and that we ensure that over these worldly possessions, over the fame, over the money, over the people, that we choose Jesus over all of these things, right? As it says in Matthew 10, verses, I don't know the verse, let me pull out for you guys. As it says in Matthew 10, verse 32, everyone who acknowledges me publicly here on earth, I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But everyone who denies me here on earth, I will also deny before my Father in heaven. And later on in verse 37, it says, if you love your father or mother more than you love me, you are not worthy of being mine. Or if you love your son or daughter more than me, you are not worthy of being mine. If you refuse to take up your cross and follow me, you are not worthy of being mine. If you cling to your life, you will lose it. But if you give up your life for me, you will find it. It kind of speaks about there the cost of being a disciple. And it's that within our lives, we're going to have to give up a lot of things for Jesus. We're going to have a lot of choices to make, whether it being friends, our jobs, opportunities, or whether we're going to choose Jesus over these things, right? And there's many verses within the Bible and that Jesus refers to about choosing God over worldly possessions, you know, that we can't serve two masters, that we can't serve money and God, that we can't put anything above him, pretty much. And it all goes back to the choices that we make, which is putting God, putting Jesus over everything that the world can offer. Because again, if we choose anything that the world offers, it means we love the world more than God. Therefore, how is God expected to allow us to enter in the kingdom of heaven if we love the world more than heaven? Do you know what I mean? So it kind of gives that perspective that in everything that we have, every decision that we make, although we may lose out on friends, family, money, that we choose Jesus over everything and not be like the townspeople. But yeah, that was pretty much my devotion this morning. Hopefully you learned something from it. And maybe if you have a different revelation, let me know in the comments, because this is Devo Share Time. Sorry, I need to think of a better name for this. Anyways, thanks for watching. God bless.